Hello guys, and welcome back to another episode of Medieval Minecraft. And as you can see here, we already have, and one in the distance, we already have 4 colonists. Currently they're all unemployed, as we can see in the information. As I thought there should be 4, last episode we only got 1, but by the time I started recording this episode, we got some new colonists. So, what are we going to be doing this episode is actually getting our first builders. As we can see here, I made a couple of builders huts. I think 2 is a good starting point. The colony is going to develop quite rapidly, so we might add some more. But being able to build 2 buildings at once is very convenient. So let's just check them out. So if you right click somewhere over here, we get a builder medieval spruce. It automatically selects the one we need. I was wondering if we can fit them next to the town hall without ruining our camp, and I think we should be able to. So if we just move it back a little bit, line these up. If we can also check how it will look against the completed buildings, so they don't like interfere with each other. I think this is actually a pretty good spot for one of the builders huts, right? Yeah. So let's do a level 1. Let's maybe move it 1 up so it doesn't go in the ground. And check mark. Awesome. Great job on the placement of the builder's hut. So you're still, we have to click on the button, right? You always have to do this. There's some of the UI information. I'm not going to go through all of it. I know most of it. But yeah, you can select your build options. You can see what kind of materials you're going to need. It's pretty cheap. The first levels are pretty cheap. They require some special planks. We'll make those a bit later. But we can do building. And if we exit out, eventually a builder will start building it. But currently it's coming nighttime. We have Poppy T. Miller as our first builder. It's nighttime, but maybe we can place our second builder's hut right next to this one. I'm thinking of that this is going to be the center of the colony, most likely, because we're going to be building this way and this way. So having the builders be able to access both part of town is going to be very convenient. Maybe let's build him like over here, like this, so it doesn't float too much. So we check the borders. Let's make it face this way. Maybe let's align these corners. I like to keep it close so we save some space. And yeah, if we check again the highest level building, it looks like it's going to be, there's going to be enough room to walk through here. Yeah, so let's do a level 1 check mark. Great, and we should get a second builder. If we check, oh no, we need to do the building thing. Before some mobs kill me, build options, build building. Right. Oh, a zombie. Yeah, I need to sleep so these guys don't die magically. To complete the builder's hut, we need some sort of special block. And to get these special blocks, we need this architect's cutter. Very simple, very cheap. Let's just quickly make it here. And see how this works. If we place it down, looks similar to a sawmill. I'm not sure if any type of block works with this. And probably not any, but there are different designs, as you can see here. So you do a base block and what you want around it. We can't do dirt around it, but we can do a wood around dirt. So it also looks very interesting. But we needed some plain ones. I'm not sure if I'm remembering correctly. These are the most common ones. Let's just make a few of these. And maybe let's make a few of... Which ones? Which ones? These ones. I feel like I remember them being similar to this. Okay, let's go check. And when we do this, I'll just quickly grab the materials and let the builders start building. You can see there's 2 of them assigned. And that is a weird visual glitch. I'm not sure what causes that. I've had those before. Yeah, so I think we're going to have to live with them. So you need some tools. We'll work on that Oops. We'll work on that later. You can see what the builders request. When they get the shovel, they'll request blocks and some more stuff. But first, let's give you some resources. So we need these framed plain ones. And all you need to do is click this arrow. And you see 3% supplied, 0% used because, well, the villager is not doing anything just yet. And we need to fill all of these materials in here, and the villager will build, well, the colonist in this case will build the building for us. So let me gather some materials, give the builder his tools, and we'll see him in action. Or her, sorry. Well, as it turns out, I barely had enough resources. I only have 10 cobblestone left. I didn't have a lot, but still, you can see how resource intensive these buildings are. You don't notice it until you start building the bigger ones and the more fancier ones. But I did fill up everything for both of the villagers, and you can see the colonists. It's hard to refer them to as colonists because usually there are villagers. But as you can see, he's filling in the dirt. He's automatically creating these paths, and he's starting to build the building. It's a pretty slow process, and eventually they get faster. They currently can only work with wooden tools, so it takes some time to maybe dig areas out. If we can look in their inventory, yeah, gave them both 2 shovels and only 1 shovel left. So it's kind of annoying in the beginning, but eventually, as you gather more resources, it gets easier, and they start making their own resources and whatnot. So I'm going to be keeping a chest and like a workstation here with stuff that these villagers use. I also should bring the other workbench here as well, so I can make what I need here. But currently, yeah, they are building, and it's going to start looking like a village. After they finish these buildings, we're going to be looking at a town hall and maybe another building as well. Before we do anything with the colonists, I feel like I need to be going on a journey to gather some more resources because, as I said, we are already out of cobblestone, and, well, cobblestone is a pretty essential building block with these colonists. And as well as, I wanted to make this area safe. And I don't want to run around and place torches, so, I have this mega torch under the house. Uh, it's not that expensive to make, I just need to find some more diamonds. So I might go mining and hopefully get more diamonds, as well as we get some cobblestone. Actually, they're building pretty fast, but yeah, we definitely need more resources before we can continue on our building journey. I really wanted to show you the fireworks, but for some reason she isn't placing the last piece, which is the torch. Takes some time for some reason. I really want to show you how the building sparks up and how the fireworks do, because I kind of missed on this one. Oh, and we got them. Very nice. And we can check inside. We can quickly, take a look around before we go mining, because they actually built this pretty quickly. Not much here, some blocks, some basic stuff. So essentially, the more we upgrade the builder building, the faster they build and the better types of tools they can use. Currently, I think they can only use. Maybe you can see this here. Yeah, they can only use wood or gold. After that, it's stone. Oh, they can use stone already, right? Because this is a level 1. Yeah, so they can use stone now, they can use iron with the next stage. So they get faster and more efficient, and they have their own resource stock, which is not here. But eventually they will get even more space and even more resource stocks. So this is going to be a much more automated process than it looks currently. Now that the builders have finished their own buildings, we can check the build options for the town hall. And as we can see here, it's also pretty cheap, and I think I can definitely gather the resources required, but I'm going to go into the mines first, and after that we're going to be coming back up and checking how we can further improve our colony. No, our body teleported. No, 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 no. Please, please, don't kill this poor guy. No, taking too much damage. Go home. If you can. Probably you can't. You're stuck in here, aren't you? Well, what can you do? Well, hello, hello here. A zombie spawner right by the waystone. And a big tortoise as well. But he's not angry, which is nice. But yeah, if I'm not mistaken here, when we clear this out, we can actually pick up the spawner. Maybe? No? Yeah, we can. And we can take it anywhere we need it to be. We can also pick it up with Silk Touch. If we press Control, we can see its stats: spawn count 4, max entity 6, activation range, spawn range. So this means we can actually create some sort of mob farm or XP farm. We would definitely benefit quite a bit from it. Sounds like there's a lot of monsters around. But yeah, this is a great find, great find. I'm gonna mark it and continue on mining. Okay, okay. I just came from down under. Here is the spawner, zombie spawner, and I found another one. This time it's a spider spawner. So we have 2 spawners already, so that's a lot of XP that we can potentially get. There's a lot of mobs here, as well as I see some diamonds? No. And there's another spawner. Are you serious? That's 3 spawners in one spot. 3. We have 2 zombie spawners and a spider spawner. I would like to have a skeleton spawner, but I definitely can't complain about this. Like, there's just so much free stuff. Look at this. Look at this. And so much free XP. Okay, I'm gonna mark these as well and continue on mining. I've never seen this before, really. Well, what do you know? I found another one. So this means I have 4 spawners at my disposal. That is a lot. So I think I might just get out of the mine. Because, well, actually I died already once, as you can see. I lost my XP, but I think I'm just going to get out of here. I have enough resources, and maybe let's finish up the town hall and whatnot, and then look into maybe setting up some spawners. Well, this is getting ridiculous at this point. I just found another spawner, and it's, well, let me just kill these guys first. It's literally like 30 blocks away from the other one. I was heading home. Well, not really. I was still checking out what's going on in these caves, maybe some easy resources, and I found another spawner. I don't have any torches left, but I'll quickly make some. So yeah, we will definitely be making a XP farm very soon. If not in this episode, maybe the next one. I am finally back, guys. I wasn't down there long, maybe more than half an hour, like 40-50 minutes. Got only 8 diamonds, but I did find a lot of spawners, as I showed you. I also got some other interesting stuff, which was a featherweight 10 book. Seemed like kind of insane. It reduces the weight of the armor piece by 18% per level. If I'm not sure if that's how math works, but if it's level 10, does it reduce it by 180%? Which would make it float. Yeah, there's some other stuff from a mod. I'm not sure what it does. I'm not sure what this does. There's some altars, some rituals, but I did find an interesting book, which I thought was fun. It's a, I don't know, it's a fun book. Yeah, you can jump and you get slow falling, and uses your mana you have here and regenerates very quickly. So I can get over obstacles and you know, not take damage when I fly. I can chain these, what are they called? Leaps. Yeah, so I can basically fly for a certain period of time. Because I am slow falling, the mana regenerates. Yeah, you can see self-launch delay, leap, slow fall. So basically I'm launching myself. With a delay, I get a leap and then I get slow falling, so I don't take damage. Very interesting, a very useful book, I think, as well. Yeah, and I just wanted to open these goodie bags, just to see what I get. Not much. Nature bag, some more stuff. Literacy bags. The story of Larry the sheep. Nice. A ginger flower, yeah. Some random stuff. Even though I was in the mines quite a long time, I actually didn't get any cobblestone. So I wanted to show you this very helpful tool you get with the jobs mod. If you check under the miner, you get some recipes. And one of them is this hammer. The next ones require some netherite. Yeah, it's a block of netherite, so they get way more advanced. But they can mine a 3x3 area. Without Vein Miner, this is the best way to get cobblestone, so I figure this is probably the fastest way I'm going to get the materials I need for completing buildings in my village. As we can see here, our villager is hard at work and building our town hall. I did manage to gather all the resources required, and Poppy T. Miller is building our town hall. But that's not the only thing the villagers need, or the colonists. I keep referring to them as villagers. The colonists also need a place to stay, which is their home, or in this case, you're going to be building a tavern because it holds 4 spots, four bedrooms for them. So I don't have to build separate houses. It's easier in the beginning, I think. As well as we need to make a place for them to eat, or a restaurant. And I realize I don't have any apples, so I'm going to be going around and chopping some trees, hoping we get some apples. So that's going to sort out the housing and the food situation. They also need some guards or guard towers. Those I'm going to build eventually, because at this point they are in no trouble. I'm going to put down the mega torches after I finish building the required buildings here, and there's going to be no mobs. But eventually there are going to be raids, and there's going to be actual bandits that come and try and raid the village and kill my colonists. But until then, we have some time for preparation, and I'm going to try and get a apple. Well, that was fast. That was my second tree. I dug this area down a little bit. I might do one more layer so the buildings are all in the same height. But I think we can definitely start placing down our buildings here. So what do we want? What do we want the closest to the town hall? I think it makes sense to have a restaurant nearby. So maybe let's see if we can place a restaurant here. It's called a Cook Medieval Spruce, and it takes a lot of space. If we check the higher tiers, which are nice to check out, yeah, it's pretty big. So this is the ground layer. Yep. This is impressive. Definitely impressive. But we have to do with level 1 for now. So this is the front. Yeah, this is the front. Actually, it needs to go down one more because, well, this is going to be our ground level after we dig this out. So we have the corners here. Ideally, maybe we can have a space here in between here. Oh, one to this side. Yeah, like this. And yeah, I think this is going to be good. There's going to be space between these buildings. Eventually, well, let's maybe move it over here. It's all just design choices. Let's. I can't take too long on this. Maybe like this. That's a 3 wide walk space. Yeah, this is going to be good. So let's do level 1 and do a check mark. And now the other builder has a job to do. And let's place down our tavern, I guess. Maybe let's check where we want to put it. I think I'm going to terraform this to be about the same height as all of these buildings, but I need to figure out where I want to put them first. This is not as an important of a building, so maybe let's just put it over, maybe over here somewhere, right by my house, you know, so I have some people living close by. So this is the right layer. I'm definitely going to cut these things in the future. Cut out these parts of the video in the future because, you know, I will need to start building more buildings, and it's kind of a long process. So I think that's understandable if I cut this part out. So if we rotate, which is the front, this is the front. Where do we want to put it? I want it nearby, but not exactly too close. Or maybe actually we want it to be close, and we don't build a village in this area. Maybe over there. Yeah, I think that's good. So let's line this up just to see this one more time. And let's do it like so. You can also check the higher tiers. There's only 3 tiers for the tavern, because there's also an underground layer, I think. And yeah, it's I said it's not as an important building, but this is fine. Yeah, I think this is fine. And then we can hit the check mark. Very nice. We also need to click on build building as per usual. If we do build options, we see how much stuff here is required. This is going to be a big building, lots of stairs, lots of logs. So we need to get some more resources. But yes, so we have a job for our second builder, sorry. Well, nicely timed, just as I was going to come here and tell you about my Megatorch strategy, the town hall got finished. We have some visual bugs still. I don't know why. Maybe I can disable those like things above their heads. You seem to be stuck. Very nice. Yeah, I need something to eat. We can feed them manually, which is kind of annoying, but that's the best I can do right now. But yeah, we can check the same information. We have 2 builders, you know, all the usual. We can check out this building. It looks nice. We have our watchtower. It's our information, our chest. We could technically live here. When it gets bigger, there's a lot of room and lots of storage space. So, what is my Megatorch strategy? It's pretty simple. We just divide this area into 4 quadrants that each torch is going to cover. For example, if we take a look at the map, we have our center here, which is our town hall. And as the Megatorch covers 64 blocks in a 64 block radius, more specifically, that means if we take this as a center, we go 1, 2, 3, and 4. This is where we should put our Megatorch to have perfect coverage. Just in case I put it here in this chunk's corner, because the chunk is 16 blocks. It should be a bit less than 64 blocks away from this center. So hopefully no mobs are going to spawn after I place all these torches. We'll see when the night comes, and it's coming soon. So I need to hurry up. Well, it's nighttime. All the torches are in place, so technically there should be no mobs spawning. I'm just going to take a quick run around. You can see them up in the hill, I think. Yeah, but that's, well, relatively far away. But there are no mobs near the colony, which is nice. Very nice. Yeah, this is what I wanted. So I can freely work during the day and the nighttime without getting potentially my villagers dying or myself dying, something blowing up. You know how it is. There's always something wrong. Something can always go wrong. Twisting my words. I would say we have done quite a lot this episode. It was kind of chaotic as usual. Lots of stuff going on. But I think I'm going to help the villagers finish the restaurant and the tavern. We're just gonna take a look how it looks and how it functions, and then yeah, I think that's going to be it for today. Well, it has been maybe a half an hour, probably a bit more, and I have finally completed their all requests for the required resources for these buildings. And well, finally they are actually building them. It took some time, it took some work for them as well. The digging takes quite a bit of time. But yeah, so hopefully soon these buildings will be finished and we'll be able to check them out. Well, finally. Oh, any shelter will do. I have gotten a lot of achievements. I have done a lot of things while we waited. So it has been an hour since my last recording, I think, or a half an hour, hour since I said that we're going to be waiting. Okay, you should turn your attention to resource production. Perhaps you get a forester or miner. Yeah, that's what we're going to do in the future episode. Let's just check out these buildings. So this one actually goes in the ground, which is interesting. And we got our visitor. So you can actually recruit these for some sort of pay, and they have different stats that they can be beneficial for different jobs. So this is actually a interesting um, building. But for now, we don't have any room for any more. Let's check out these bedrooms. So we have 4 beds in total. Yeah, and they actually can sleep, as we'll see. Yep, all the workers are going to bed. And the people in the town hall should also go to bed. Maybe. Well, that doesn't matter. Finally, we have our cook building, our restaurant for our town. Sadly, it's coming nighttime, and it said that it's going to be a blood moon. Well, what can we do? I can't really show you how it works during the nighttime, but we have a fuel type, which is spruce planks. I already said them. We can teach him a recipe. I don't know if fuel is important. Not really, so he can make baked potatoes. We put in our fuel and our potatoes, and tomorrow morning he should be making food for our town. That's going to be it for this episode, guys. I have big plans, not enough episode time, so I can't guarantee anything in the next episode. Probably we're going to still expand our town. I have something in mind, as well as we try to get our XP farm. And yeah, we'll go from there. So see you next time. Bye bye.